what our true, what truly is our, what's illusion and what's our true fantasy, right? What's realistic too. Page of Cups, though, that's like, hey, I got a cup too with that night. Like, wow, definitely an offer for some of you, and it's leading to massive abundance, whether that's you or them. Celebration, I want to celebrate with you. For some of you, with that bound energy, and for those of you, I'm feeling like this is a past Panther moment that affected your stability, work, or whatever, however, because it's very general, right? That's like, with that justice energy, it's like being, and this is honesty, right? About celebration or social environment. 3 cups being raised together, right? There is bound energy underneath that. For some of you in that isolation from your wish fulfillment, right? And I'm seeing that boat as by way of communication. Either way, I'm seeing this as communication by an emperor. I'm seeing this as that emperor big time. For a lot of you, I'm feeling this is energy coming in. And it's because of that Panthers, something's purging in the heart space here, where you're receiving this abundance through this lesson in the heart space. Very nice. Oh, the buffalo. I knew that 3 of Cups is going to show. I am feeling the buffalo off that too, because again, it's very sure-footed and abundant, right. Ooh, 10 of Cups, you guys. For some of you, this emperor, man or woman, just very confident, take charge energy, taking control of the situation, really doesn't want you single anymore, just saying. Tell me more about abundance, the Knight of Cups, and the 6 of Wands. Whoa, that's too many, Spirit. You're flopping too many out on me today. The Chariot. Whoa, victory. 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 Wow. If this Emperor cut you out and you're feeling isolated, victory's coming in. Like, keep moving forward like the buffalo. But for some of you, it's like it's coming in towards you. Wow. There's that Piscean energy. Oh, seriously, you guys need to ground. We all need to ground. I'm getting super lightheaded right now. Feeling very ungrounded. Wow. Receiving this new beginning here. Again, feminine energy on the bottom. There's that bound energy as well. I'm just feeling it like that isolation energy that I already discussed. An Ace of Wands. And there's a 6 of Swords here with a Tower moment. So for some of you, someone did leave. And this is just you receiving your new beginning here by way of this forced isolation. But for some of you, you're receiving this very sexy, passionate, it could be work because there's so many pentacles, but it's just an exciting new beginning, right? Very exciting and creative and passionate with that Page of Wands. A new beginning here. Moving into it either way. The 6 of Swords moves, towards calmer water, either with a person in a situation, moving towards abundance. Very exciting. If this is a relationship, it's hot, sexy, or passionate. Tower moment. This is a very isolated energy. For those of you that are already in this Hangman isolated state, it's very isolated energy. The Hangman strings himself up to gain a new perspective, right? He's doing this work alone. Inner work, the Hermit did show. I'm not surprised. For some of you with this energy coming in with the eclipse, this Tower, Panther, very Tower-ish card. I do see this is like my Tower card in this deck. So I'm not surprised that's there either. For some of you, again, this Emperor energy is moving in for you, and it's putting you in this, I don't know if I want to give this up energy, right? Trying to figure it out. Maybe being distant or, just isolating to figure that out. After this Tower, or the Tower moment is old. And the Panther is you finally shifting with this eclipse energy out of that isolated energy, right? Interesting. So we'll see one from this deck. It might be repetitive, but tell us more about the actual abundance. What's in that cup, Spirit? I think it's, again, very awesome new beginning is being received. If you're a man, it's just something's coming into you and you're receiving a new beginning here, right? Or if, an offer, it could be a woman, right? It's just whoever's giving this news or this opportunity or this panther moment, right? Yeah, forgot what I was saying. The moon. Ooh, the moon comes out. I love when the moon comes. Ooh, Ace of Swords. Woof, Page of Swords, and that's 6 of Wands again. Just saying, victory, victory, victory. Big time. Moving into it. If it's the Emperor wants victory. If it's you, you're moving into victory after dealing with this Emperor. It's victory's all over this. Important psychic insights. Events behind the scenes. That trust energy. Release fears that hold you back, that 8 of Swords energy, that isolation, right? For those of you going into that, releasing fear, especially if this is if it's turning your world upside down, could be very fearful at this time, right? The moon, for those of you where this is this Emperor, you might not be aware of this, or you might not be aware of the level of commitment that they have to this situation. For some of you, the moon with the 6 of Swords is that you didn't see this coming. Either that's past or it's happening right now with this Emperor communicating, and they're moving away from the situation. Again, it could be a boss, but this is things unseen. I'm kind of feeling it like literally the moon just to come out to say, hey, the moon's here. But again, it is things behind the scene, right? So either that faith energy, if you're in this isolation energy or being put into it, or if you're unaware that this Emperor energy, and again, it can be a woman, it's just taking control of a situation and giving an offer to be received. It's unknown to the other person. Either how much they're invested with that committed Chariot victory energy, or just like if you're aware that this person's kind of coming for you. I think most of you don't really know that. You might not have met this person yet with that energy coming out. Wow. Ace of Swords on the bottom. That's big communication. But again, I already knew that because that's what was coming out to represent this Emperor. It's definitely coming by way of this Emperor. There's that faith energy again. Let's look at this compassionate energy. And then we'll end the reading. I like it though, guys. It's got victory written all over it. It's amazing. Peacock. Tell me about Peacock, Spirit. Oh, it's just such lovely, exquisite, compassionate energy. I don't think I need to read that one because that's like pretty much word for word. Okay. I'm feeling like I need to read it now. Don't know why. There's probably like a word or something in there that's going to trigger me. Trigger something that's about to come out. Assimilator of anything. Very interesting. Again, how this situation with this like abundance at play here plays out is going to touch base with that heart space energy and compassion energy about how it's being given and received, right? It's assimilating this process, right? So that this abundance can be had. And we've talked about all the different ways that's going to look like. Again, very general collective reading, but it's assimilating, it's purging this eclipse energy, it's assimilating this abundance, right? This adept creature can digest all experiences in life, so again, not allowing this isolated fear energy to get the best of you, if that's the case with this eclipse energy coming in and purging from your life. It does not harbor resentment, conflict, or past pain. There's that faith energy again. With its psyche, the mind, processing this Gemini energy, right? The peacock type is extremely rare Not many of us have reached this advanced level of acceptance of the self and others, acceptance of the situation as well. Confident and kind. When out of balance, can't digest situations. Yeah. So it's all about rolling with the punches, having faith with that abundance energy for sure. Receiving this lesson in the heart space, I just keep hearing that, right? You know, and there's that eagle, transformational energy with that stinger. For some of you, it will sting, but for some of you, it's very beautiful. Ooh, my tummy just made a weird noise. Okay, tell me about the peacock. Whoa! Holy crap, that's so many. Whoa, discovery! I'm just getting like personal power, discovering abundance like from a situation, or like discovery. It could even be discovery of the heart place for those of you where this is an emperor, man or woman coming in. You're discovering like you're opening up to this abundance, right? Discovery and insecurity. Wow. There's that self-worth card all wrapped up in this reading, big time. Insecurity, again, okay, so this is a bit more specific on the spiritual end of things, because this is very 3D tangible. This is quite specific about spirit, like spiritually wise, our own personal power from self-worth, our faith, there's that faith again. Forgiveness is here with that compassion energy, right? Handle it like receiving or giving, this purging energy. But discovering insecurities, right? And again, the peacock is very confident energy, right? One of the very first things that I said at this reading is like receiving a lesson regarding the heart space. That's the heart space. For some of you, this is not very tangible. This is spiritual. Yeah, regarding your heart space here, self-worth and insecurity are all wrapped up in this. Again, keep plugging forward like the buffalo. Do not let anything stop you. Have faith and maintain your self-worth here, right? Yeah, because this is like a card of paths, right? It is, sacral energy too. It's all about, the creation's under that as well, so it's all about moving forward on your path, right? There's creative energy here for sure, and of course that has to go somewhere. Like if it's trying to be had, there has to be panther moments for us, for that energy to flow, right? To get on that chair and really own the throne like the peacock, big time, right? There's something else I was gonna say, but I didn't say it fast enough. That's okay. Insecurity and discovery. Let's see what actually came out. Guilt is showing. Service. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Wow. Okay, so yeah, interesting. So this lesson that this deer feminine energy, because I am really feeling the peacock is giving off that deer energy. Look at that. Trickery affecting the heart chakra. Again, that's being purged, right? So, either the fears that were created when this trickery happened, but the panther is eyeing down the heart space, that green heart chakra energy, and purging it out. So it's either something actually being physically stripped from your life, and it's looking very physical, like that emperor, and this is the energy of the emperor kind of doing this, acting in service to self. Guilt, there's guilt wrapped up in that. It's affecting, this is what's being purged. This is the heart chakra. For some of you, it's trickery, like that mental energy, tricking ourselves, right? But this is that heart chakra energy. There's guilt associated with trickery about acting in self-interest here. So that could be this emperor, if the emperor, again, that page just kind of like goes like the communication. He's actually an emperor and communicated like a page. Yeah, the peacock though. With that self-worth and discovery of insecurity here, it's like discovering insecurities about, um, you know, service to self or others. Again, this is very general, so take it however it resonates. Any sort of guilt energy. For some of us, we've been stewing in this isolation energy, and it's progressing into like we're focusing on that, and it's like it's got to be purged, right? For some of you, wow, with this lesson in the heart space and this beautiful energy that's trying to come in, it's triggering these points for you that need to be stripped with this panther energy before you can like remember what I said, the panther purges and then the bear can move out of the cave again, right? For some of you, this energy, panther energy, is coming in. It's highlighting these insecurities wrapped up in, selfishness, trickery, guilt, betrayal, even. You're being alerted to these wounds in the heart space or blockages or patterns, however you want to look at it, because this is general. Yeah, this panther energy feels like it's triggering for you. Either this is happening to you and it's quite tangible, and here's that like lack of balance energy, and here's that we're receiving the lesson from in the heart space regarding this, or this is being triggered for you by this panther energy and it needs to be worked through before you can move forward as the bear and as the peacock. Compassion is huge and gratitude is huge here, I'm telling you guys. That was not at all what I expected was going to come out just now. But it actually makes more sense because remember how I was saying, like, I feel like the peacock is the deer receiving this lesson about the heart space. Again, discovering the heart space. There's a moon cycle there too. Just saying. This lesson about the heart space, right? I was like, the deer is the peacock. That's how I'm feeling it. And the peak, that makes sense because I don't know why. It's just the way I've got the cards laid out. I felt like this would be the energy being stepped into after, which doesn't really make sense now that these cards came out, because I'm like, oh yeah, like the deer is receiving this, right? And compassion is kind of indicating how this is being received or given here. So wow, lessons in the heart space about service to self, trickery, guilt, triggers, insecurities, things that need to be purged big time. Wow. Tell me about the peacock. And for some of you, again, it's affecting your stability, right? But for some of you, if this is coming in towards you with that moon energy and that Knight of Cups, again, it's like this has to be purged before you can step out as the bear with this opportunity or this emperor, right? Or that's what you're currently working through right now that's being purged, and then you can emerge like the bear. Or the panther moment is bringing this in by way of this emperor, and then you have to process this before, how this person acted in service to self, or how you did. We always have to look at our role in situations too. There's guilt for trickery, but it's stemming from insecurity, right? Or that's just what's being triggered through this by that service and guilt energy. I love that discovery is there, though, because that's literally what I've been talking about this whole time, discovering a lesson in the heart space. And the peacock is full of self-worth. Tell me about the peacock. With this guilt and service and trickery energy. Wow. Queen of Wands with the Ace of Swords. Communique. Again, to a queen receiving it. Very interesting. This is action too, right? She's very charismatic. She can make shit happen, right? It's fire incarnate. Queen of Fire. I just heard admirable, right? So for some of you, this is like the lesson of the heart space, and then this is you acting accordingly after receiving this, like moving, like fire is action, right? And creativity and passion. As the peacock, that is very peacock-like to me. It is fire energy. Wow. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Interesting. There's that Six of Swords again. 6-6. Very harmonious. The Lovers. There's that Gemini energy. Hello, Moon in Gemini energy. Just saying. Major for Gemini. This indicates a path. We did have 2 7s that were showing earlier, and 2 6s. That's all about abundance, harmony, being on your path. This is alignment, right? If we're yeah, sorry, I just got sidetracked. Here's that Six of Swords energy again. So for some of you, it's gonna get repetitive now, but this Emperor, Six of Swords, walked away, left a situation, made a decision to. This is a decision energy as well. And maybe the way that they did it with that Page of Wands energy was not the greatest or most mature or well thought out, because they can be very excitable energy too, right? And it's triggered or created this service to self, guilt, trickery, insecurity energy that's all wrapped up in discovering self-worth here. But this is like alignment, spirit's there in this card. It can be a card of like being on your path, like the Lovers, right? Major for Gemini. But for some of you, this is the Lovers and it's coming in for you, right? You're receiving this truth here and it's triggering this unhealed stuff within you that's affecting your self-worth and your heart space. It needs to be purged before you can emerge like the bear, right? And this is coming in towards you. And with resolving this energy, this discovery of the lesson in the heart space, the Queen of Wands is very action. She takes action, she takes charge, she can get shit done. She looks great while she's doing it, not to mention. And this is like just moving forward on your path after you digest this Panther energy. All right, we'll get a couple more, but I do like it. Oh, we have the Seven of Cups underneath that, right? Whoa, the World. The World. So for some of you, I'm feeling this as like if you were in that isolated fear energy, this is like final culminations, right? But it's also new cycles, right? And that Emperor did have the Seven of Cups showing under him. So for some of you, it's like either way, like I feel like this Emperor picked a cup, whether that was away from the situation or towards you, or that's or if you're the Emperor, you made a decision with that Lover's energy to move towards something and probably away from something else too. Maybe we'll see. If this is like you lost a job and that Emperor was your boss, this is like confusion and not knowing what to do or being an illusion. This is like the end of that. Or this, like I also am feeling this like with this new beginning here as an opening up of a cycle where one of these cups has been picked. Yeah. We're quite long already, so I'm not going to get too much more into it because it's been quite detailed already. Anything else with this? Look at the Ace of Swords first, and then we'll look at the Lovers. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. This could all be very spiritual as well. I just heard meditation. Because that's spirit talking to this person about their heart space, that, and this can be like downloads. So for some of you, it is very spiritual what you're working through with these lessons here. But for some of you, this is actually a sort of truth, probably this Emperor here receiving, this is all coming out, this feminine energy towards this feminine energy, right? Tell me about the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. The Magician. Whoa. Okay. Communication. This is also forward motion, right? After probably at like This is communication, fast rushing energy. It's coming in because there's something stagnant here, right? Either you in this isolation and this emperor is coming in, or vice versa if you're the emperor, or this is just the communication being received by this feminine energy, probably literal communication or communication from spirit, but it's just moving energy, right? It's this setting up this panther, it's this panther energy, it's totally the panther, you know, it's like unstoppable energy, right? Like coming right at you. With these two together, it does speak a lot to tangible communication, but for those of you who are very spiritual, again, that can come through by way of meditation. But this is communication, big time panther moment. Wow, what else flew out? 6 of Wands, victory will be had at the end of this wow, for a lot of you this is a relationship. Wow. Okay, anyways, there was a Queen of Cups on the bottom with this feminine energy here. Again, okay, so King to the Queen of Wands here. Soul connections. There is also healing from memories for those. This like a card of memories or past in childhood, and this like healing, right? That isolation, it's a card of isolation as well. Healing and working through. I feel like this is the panther energy. However that's playing out for you, we've discussed the possible scenarios. The King of Wands.